Bakka village is a parish consisting of 8 villages. The average distance of this village is 10 kilometers. Kisoboka, meaning it is possible. Matthew chapter 19 verse 16. With man things are not possible, but with God all things are possible. Kisoboka is a non-government organization which started in 2008.
In 2008, I came to the village of Bakka and I witnessed 89 children filled with disease.
Kisoboka has been of great importance to the people of Bakka in education, medical needs, giving the village of Bakka access to clean water, and supporting parents. Sandy Ganon, co-founder, director of Kisoboka Uganda, made a promise to God and the children of Bakka that she would work every day to improve their lives. And a promise she has faithfully kept. In 2015, our mission team met Aisha and Celinda, leading Robert, a blind man, back from a well. Aisha appears to be a healthy child. We found both girls sponsors. They began attending school. The end of 2016, Aisha began to have trouble walking. Soon she was unable to walk at all. We had her evaluated. She was diagnosed with spinal TB.
Spinal TB is it's tuberculosis outside the lungs.
She slowly recovered and was able to walk for a short period of time. We brought her in for another diagnosis. She needed a back surgery. March of 2017, the surgery was provided. Aisha has never walked again. Tony is providing physical therapy 3 times a week.
Kisoboka brought me in as a physiotherapist. We started on a number of activities from our home. I could come to her home, like today. Today is just another day of our therapy. So I would come, we do the therapy. The child herself highly cooperative. She's a fighter. She wants to walk.
Aisha is determined she will walk again. She is slowly making progress.
She will walk. That's the best I can say, because she's determined, the family is determined, and every support team that is around is determined to get her to walking.
12 small children live in this small house with several adults. The family is living in extreme poverty, suffering from malnutrition. The children get up very early to fetch water, feed the animals, get firewood, and prepare to go to school. Their mother Jane will work in the garden. She is a subsistence farmer. The family lives on what they grow. A child's day begins very early, fetching water. Kisoboka has provided the village of Bakka with 8 boreholes, providing fresh clean water to the entire village. Before, the children gathered water from stagnant pools of water shared with farm animals.
There was a great need of clean water. They were suffering for typhoid and all waterborne diseases.
This water is too dirty. Before, we did not have any other option. So, we used to take this water, however dirty it was, to bathe, drink, but Kisoboka gave us boreholes, and we no longer take this dirty water.
Took on the initiative to provide the village with fresh, clean water. And throughout, it took us 4 years to provide the entire village with 8 boreholes, giving the entire village access to fresh, clean water.
The children are dedicated and determined to go to school. Many walk several hours after doing their morning chores to attend school.
These people are committed to coming to school, whereby they are subjected to much work from home. They walk long distances, whereby they face a challenge, but despite of the fact that they face those challenges, these people, they come to school and they attend school regularly.
When we started working in Bakka, we realized that one of the challenges that was facing this community was lack of education.
In 2008, there were no children in primary 6 or primary 7, and the community didn't see much value in education.
But after the sensitization of Kisoboka Initiative for Progress in Bakka, majority of the children joined the school, and the school, which had a few children, the average grade of 4 among the people in Bakka increased.
Kisoboka has established a primary and secondary in the village. We are educating more than 500 children in primary and high school, several children in the trades and university.
And currently, we have about 500 children both in primary and in secondary. And we are still fighting to see that the greatest population of this area gets education, because we realize that it is only through education that we can impact the community and transform it to become a better community.
Children are celebrating the new secondary school in the community. Despite the many challenges, the school has unplastered and uncemented classes, poor classroom environment, among others. Even though our classrooms are overcrowded, last year, Kisoboka Academy Primary 7 class were all top performers. 6 students were Division 1 and 21 Division 2, and only 3 students received an average score.
Last year, our school was amongst the best in Uganda. Our 7th grade graduating class, we had 30 students. 26 of them were Division 1 students. 21 were Division 2 students, and only 3 average students. All those students have gone on to high school.
Kisoboka Academy is the best in the region. Kisoboka High School opened in Feb 2019.
This is Kisoboka High School. We started off this year, 2019. We had a very remarkable start. We started with about 53 students on the first day, and then by the end of the term, we were close to something like 93 students. As we talk now, we are over 100, and that is something very good, something we are so proud of. Kisoboka High School is well staffed. We have a total number of 13 teachers who take about 14 subjects. We have a very well stocked laboratory.
The quality of education is the best.
The major challenge we have is
the facilities are very poor. The large enrollment, there are not enough desks. Students are sitting 4 and 5 to a bench for 3. The floors and walls need plastering. Glass in the windows, and school needs electricity.
We have not connected power, and as we know, we have the computer lab, and without power we cannot have the computer lab operating.
Sarafina gets to school at 6 a.m. every morning to start preparing food. She cooks for 500 children and 35 staff members. Malnutrition is a serious problem for most children in Bakka. Kisoboka provides a full meal for every child every day. This is not the usual practice in Uganda. Primary schools provide porridge for the students and posho and beans for the students in secondary schools.
This year, we're able to provide our school, all the children, all 500 children receive a full meal, not just porridge. They receive posho and beans.
Children are happy, celebrating every day of life, and are so grateful for all good gifts provided by our Heavenly Father. In 2011, Farouk was too weak to walk to school. His friends carried him. Many days he was too weak. When Ganan met Farouk, he was near death. Realizing the situation was desperate, Ganan communicated with a doctor at a child hospital in Boston. The doctor provided information for getting the best care in Uganda. Farouk was brought to Koso in Entebbe. The diagnosis was a serious infection in the lungs. Hence he had spinal TB. After a year of weekly care and a year of monthly care, Farouk is now a strong man. In Senior 2, Farouk was able to assist with the building of Kisoboka High School.
Ne bansanga ndi mulwadde, ne banjijanjaba, ne batwala mu madwaliro, nali ndwadde TB, ne banjijanjaba okumala omwaka gumu.
Noreen was provided a business guarantee in 2014 for her produce stand. She is a successful businesswoman and now able to provide for her family.
We care for the parents by providing them with hogs and goats and chickens, and that's so that they have nourishment and are able to provide a small income.
And we thank God for all that are supporting us in this cause. We know that with God, we can do everything. Like we say, Kisoboka means it is possible. We believe with God, everything is possible. This community was at some point despised. The people were despised. They were thought of to be weak, ignorant people, but today we are seeing a change. And we are sure that at some day we'll be in this community having transformed people, having engineers, having doctors, having presidents maybe, because that is our goal. And we believe the sky is the limit. Anybody can become anything for as long as some people stand out and do something to change a community.
We are that way.